if you were going to rank in order your expectation, just your guess right now, of which one do you think will have the biggest impact on Commander down to the least, what do you think your ranking would be?
All right, I would guess least impact I'll start is Sway of the Stars. Sway of the Stars to me is very much in the World Fire camp, right? The rules committee unbanned World Fire a few years ago. Basically, nobody played it. The world moved on. A couple people who enjoy that kind of gameplay played it. So I think we'll likely have a similar situation with Sway. I could be wrong. It's always possible, but I'd say Sway is pretty low. I would say most played is going to be Gifts Ungiven. That is a card that is just beloved, right? Like, I mean, you and I, Ben, we love that card, right? I think when I was talking about the unbans with people at work, they're like, Gifts Ungiven is a card for every boomer Magic player, and they're just so right? It's like, I've been playing this game for so long, I love casting Gifts Ungiven. Everyone's like, yeah, Gifts Ungiven. So that'll just slot into a lot of decks. And I think also it's like, not only is it fun, but it's pretty well positioned in Commander as like a cool political thing. So I can gifts and actually like work with you to make sure I get the 2 cards that I want, which is like a pretty cool thing, kind of like how Fact or Fiction works. So yes, you can do some combo-y stuff with it too, but I think gifts is going to be the most played of those 5. And then the other 3 are more in the middle. I would guess that like some folks try building a Braids deck, but either if people don't want to play against it and it kind of falls out of favor, or it's just not as strong as they might imagine it would be. Coalition Victory, I think, has a decent shot of showing up in mini 5-color commander decks, just because it's 8 mana. If you control your commander, you win the game. Which is, we actually debated on that card quite a bit, because that line of text is scary, but it's also so interactable, right? You spend 8 mana to cast this, and a single removal spell comes down, and your card does nothing. So, the card is scarier than I think a lot of folks give it credit for, and I think a lot of 5-color decks will play it, but, we're confident in giving it a try. Panoptic Mirror, probably somewhere in the middle. Like, some people probably try doing some shenanigans with it, infinite turns or whatever, but ultimately I think it's pretty clunky in today's environment. So we'll see, right? Part of the reason why we wanted to start here and see what happens is Commander moves slow, so it's going to take time for these things to show up, see how people feel, and so on.